What's up, guys? Boy PattyTrills, aka Young Johnny Bravo, aka being late with uploading this video. If you guys saw the stream, you know the stream happened like a while back ago. I've just been busy with making other videos and streaming Sword and Shield over on YouTube and Twitch, which you should be checking that out over there. Links of Twitch will be in the description down below, and you should check out past VODs of the streams of the game. But anyways, the reason why I did this whole run was because my boy Trevor, aka Tapu Trevi, linked to his YouTube channel in the description down below, was like, yo, if you can solo all of Pokemon Emerald with just Castform, I will give you $100. And I was like, oh, okay, bet, word. You know, I'm short on cash, I'll take it. I'm not going to explain all the rules for this one because I doubt this is your first can you beat Pokemon blank with blank-esque type video. So if you want to see a video where I do explain rules like that, I did do a Combi run, like beating all of Platinum with just male Combi. That'll be in the description down below if you want to check that out. It's a really good video, very proud of it. You know, shameless plug is shameless. I'm going to say, unlike the Combi video, I did not change or alter any stats or natures. So, because Castform has a base stat total of 420, and that's already epic meme, epic gamer fuel right there as is. And that's way better than what male Combi's base stat total is. So all I did was somehow breed Castform to be in the starter slot when the Professor Seth Rogen gives it to you. Yes. So you start out in Littleroot Town, you just move in, you're the new kid on the block. Professor Seth Rogen's like, oh shit, my weed, I'm in trouble, here's a Pokemon. You then get your starter Pokemon, which for me obviously was Castform. He tells you to keep it, you do the gym challenges, you do the Pokedex thing. You know, I mean, I'm not really going to do it because obviously this is just a solo run, but you guys know how Pokemon games work. We head over to Petalburg where we actually have a dad in this game because that's fucking crazy because I don't have a dad, so this game isn't relatable. So 0 out of 10, too much dad. He's like, hey Wally, here's a Pokemans, go catch. And Wally being the bottom, he agrees and gets his ace. Wow. We run into the forest, we beat Roxanne and Rustbirtle because I have water gun. I'm like pre-cum, I have too much drip. We get our first gym. We then head over to that one cave by Rustboro because we have to fight Team Aqua for Pico for the old guy because the old guy is valuable to us later in the game. Since we saved Pico, the old guy's like, I'm fucking old. You want to go to Dewford? And you're like, all right, bet. So then, you know, we head over to Dewford. I was a little anxious solely just for the typing advantages at this point, just because Castform is a normal type and Dewford Brawly is a fighting type gym leader, so you know normal only has one weakness, which is fighting. So I thought this would probably be the hardest gym, and I did lose on the first run through going in, but I was just being a little too confident. So I grinded a little bit, and we came back. We got our, you know, we took an L, but we bounced back, and we had our second gym badge. Me and the old guy and Pico, we hop on the ship, and we slid into Slateport's DMs. I kicked some sand on some kids, handle more team shenanigans. I think it was Team Aqua, or it's one of them, because Emerald does both, and I don't fully remember who was who at one point. I just know I got to deal with their shenanigans throughout the entire game. But we handled that because I had to deliver some important information from Steven to Mr. Slave. I don't remember his name. We then hop onto the bridge. We battle our rival. We body him because, you know, I don't know why he think he would even win when I got myself Thunder Buddy, the Castform. We enter Marvel where Watson, the third gym leader, is found. We shock Watson with the shocker. Got it. And with that, we had the third gym badge. We head north to deal with more Team Blank Aqua, Magma, shenanigans, and I'm gonna keep it $150 with you guys. I feel like these games are the most persistent with dealing with the evil organization. Like, I feel like on almost every route, it's like they're just up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. We handle the Pyre bullshit, so we head down to Lawbridge Town to fight Flannery for the 4th gym badge. We body her, then we make our way downtown Petalburg to face our papi for badge number 5. Norman, more like Normie, Gotti, wasn't too hard, and to be completely honest, this run was like astronomically easier than the Combi run. So I was just blowing through this and feeling good that I was going to see my best friend Benjamin Franklin at the end of it. I start heading towards Forestry City, where we go to the Weather Institute, where we have to deal with Team Aqua or Magma. Like I said, we deal with one of them, and we receive our second Castform as a reward, which normally it's like, this is fucking garbage, and you would never, ever, 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 ever use it. But since it's a Castform like solo run, this will become important later in the video, so just keep the second Castform dick and balls in the back of your head. Just do me that, solid. We battle Winona, the 6th gym leader. I body her team because Castform had Powder Snow, so Altaria, who's usually pretty thick, like Winona. Wait, hold up, let me... How old is she? Okay, Winona Pokemon. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna keep that one on hold. We make our way to Lily Cove, where once again, guess who's fucking there? It's the goddamn Team Aqua. So we have to battle Team Magma and Team Aqua in each respective bases, just to fail, because none of it matters, because they end up going to the legendaries anyway later after we beat Taint. We go there after we beat Taint and Shiza in Moss Deep. We surf in too much water, 7.8 out of 10, to Moss Deep, where Tate and Liza, the 7 gym leaders, can be found. And this is where Dick and Balls comes to play. So they're the only gym in Hoenn that are a double battle, like you are required to do a tag team battle with them. And I can only use Castform for this run, so technically I'm still holding up my side of the bargain because I now have 2 Castforms. So you already know what happened. We walked into this bitch like it's WWE in 2006, like motherfucking Triple H and Shawn Michaels and DX, and we just disrespected the whole goddamn set. Even though Dick and Balls was like only level 25 or something, but that did not matter because they're just balling. Okay, so I doubt this is your first playthrough or experience of Pokemon Emerald, and if it is, I don't know why you would watch this horribly condensed video of all things for Emerald when you could just play Emerald. But anyways, after our badge, we have to go see each respective legendary that each leader, Maxie and Archie, release, and are confused that they couldn't control Kyogre or Groudon. And it's like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Like, you just think you're gonna pull up like it's a fucking cookout and Kyogre or Groudon, depending on which set you represent, are gonna fucking dap you up? No, that's dumb. Like, you had an orb. You thought that orb that you got from the fucking mountain or whatever is gonna it's gonna stop the legendaries from just being like, that's like imagining like you want to tame a fucking tiger or a shark or something, and you have like a bell, and you're like, and when you get eaten alive, you're like, what? No, that's stupid. Why would you do that? But anyways, so they fail, and Kyogre and Groudon are like, all right, I'm gonna head out, and they go wreak havoc on the region of Hoenn. Which, pause again, like, what the fuck was their goal? Like, Archie wants everything covered in water. Is that it? Like, that's horrible. Like, imagine constantly having wet socks or the end of your long sleeves damp at all times. Like, that's just fucking grimy. Or Max, wasn't it like he wants like a hot desert all the time, like a humongous drought? And it's like, why are you two trying to accomplish any of that? Because none of those conditions benefit you, like, at all. Like, I could kind of get the water one because, boats exist and people like to live out in water, and you could still technically have islands, because I doubt it would just be countless amounts of water, right? And if it's rainwater, it's natural, so that means you could drink it before, it touches the seawater and gets all mixed with that. But like the desert one, like, dog, I live in a desert, and it's fucking cheeks sometimes. Like, when it's like like when it's just stupid hot, like 120 degrees, and you go into your car, which feels like a goddamn furnace, and then you brand the back of you brand your back because your shirt rides up a little bit on the chair, and the seatbelt that's been sitting in the heat too long just like wants to mark you up like a tattoo, and you're just like, why would you want that? Like, yo, Max dumb as, like, they're both dumb and they're both childish, but like, I don't get it. Because of their bullshit, I have to go call their parents, Mr. Rayquaza, and let them know, like, yo, fucking Boomer's wildin', dude. And, you know, look at me, the younger generation, fixing their issues of the older one as they destroy the planet. Pause. That was kind of too deep, to be completely honest. So he shows up to Sue topless with a belt and tells Kyogre to ground on to up their goddamn clout before they even think about pulling some dumbass shit like this again. And the world goes back to Nori, and Max and Archie are just kind of like, whoa, that was crazy. I guess it's time for us to hit the old nested trail. And no one cares because they leave practically like with no consequences. Because it was like they fucked up on the legendaries. The legendaries go ape shit. And then instead of them like going to fucking prison because it's Pokemon, and I guess losing in battle is like equal to life in prison for some reason, they're just kind of like, yeah, that was crazy, huh? Crazy world we live in. I'm gonna head out. And everyone's like, alright, you can head out, that's fine. So we beat the 8th gym leader after this, which I forget his name and I don't care enough to know. It's because that's how little respect I have for him as a human. And with all that, we had all 8 gym badges. And then I really rocked my way over to Victory Road, which I had to pull up a guide on how to get through because I forgot and I was too busy waxing Wally, who thought he had a chance for some reason, and we made it to the Elite Four. So like I said, at this point of the game, we didn't really have like too many problems, minus a death here and there due to like a crit or RNG not being in my favor, or like in Brawly with the typing advantages. But either than that, like usually it was just a random crit. We then would rebattle and I would win and we kind of progress. And it was pretty much like that until we got to Wallace, where bro, on everything, like it's not like fuck Flint wave level of bad, like I said in the Mel Comby video, but man, Wallace was fucking close because his team is so bitch made and thick and unnecessary, and so much RNG happened in the game as well. And I was getting pissed because I was literally the last battle I had to do to make $100. So I had a pro play around him. So if, like from the beginning, I had to attack his Wailord with just a regular weather ball, knowing that he would go to Rain Dance, and by doing Rain Dance would make me the water form. And then by doing that, I could go for Thunder, which would kill since I weather balled the first turn, and Thunder doesn't miss in rain. Ludicolo would come out, and I got really stuck here a lot because if Ludicolo leech seeded, I immediately lost because the thickness of his team plus leech seed recovery plus Castform not having a lot of HP in general is like a very hard battle to battle against. So by doing that, I ultimately lost either to like crits or hacks or, you know, doing that. So in order to get by Ludicolo, I would have to pretty much crit him, or he would have to miss the leech seed, or I would have to like paralysis hacks him out with Thunder. But eventually I was able to do it. And then after that, depending on who we wanted to go up with, the Tentacruel or the Milotic or the Gyarados or the Wishcash. Wishcash and Gyarados weren't really too hard because if I had Rain set up, which I could set up against Wishcash, Weather Ball was a neutral move, and I had Mystic Water, which boosts, you know, water type moves. It becomes stab, it's in the rain, it has plenty of buffs. It's neutral damage because of the water ground typing, and Wishcash isn't ultimately that thick. It's probably the thinnest mon of that team. So Wishcash was pretty washed. And then Gyarados, if I had Rain up, it just died to the back of Thunder's nutsack because it's quad weak to electric. So the 3 mons that really gave me a problem, which Wailord did a little bit, depending if it actually went for Rain Dance turn 1. I had to kind of keep going over and over and over until it's set up with Rain Dance turn 1. Was literally just the Tentacruel, the Ludicolo, and the Milotic, because Tentacruel was thick and it tried to poison me all the time. It was annoying. Ludicolo was annoying for the reasons I said, like the Leech Seed, and, you know, I had Giga Drain, which Giga Drain, when I was in the water form, is super effective at stab. He gets health back, so that means my second Thunder wouldn't be strong enough to roll for the kill. And then Milotic was just so unnecessarily thick with Citrus Berry and Recover, and it never went for any moves, and then it didn't miss any of the moves that it had. It was just, like I said, it wasn't Flint levels of bad or annoying. It was just like, literally no other battle gave me this much problems, and then Wallace took 30 minutes to beat with speed up and trial and error and crits and hacks and all this other bullshit. And it was just like, dude, I'm just trying to make my $100, Wallace. Like, bro, on everything, I will pull up on you. I will fucking beat your ass. like in real life. Like, I will program myself in Emerald and give you the finest of fades for my $100. Like, it's $100. Actually, I'd beat your ass for less, to be completely honest. But yeah, it took me 6.5 hours to beat all of Emerald with Castform, which is a lot shorter than my Combi one, because that was like 10.5 hours or something like that. But we all know why that took so long. And after that, we beat all of Emerald with a Castform. And the best thing was Castform was level 69 by the end of it. So fucking nice. Hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Definitely check links in the description down below, like my Twitter, my Twitch, my merchandise, if you're into that. If you want to join to become a member to support me on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it as well by hitting that join button. If you guys want to see me do any other Mon playthrough, like any more can you beat blank with blank, I'm down. You just have to let me know what Mons, and you know, if you want to pay me for it too. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say no. Like, if you want to throw money my way and be like, yo, beat all of this with struggle, I'd be like, bet. I'm trying to secure the bag. But like I said, links in the description down below to a lot of things. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love and the support. I will catch you guys in the next video. You guys know me as PattyTrills. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm out. Yoga.